My 5,000 euro house is starting to drive me crazy. It had been raining for 2 days straight, so Angie and I decided that we were going to stay indoors and fix these gaps in the roof. But there was one problem.
We're out of bricks.
My neighbor Chris came to the rescue in his Mercedes and drove us to pick up some more bricks.
That's 4 bags of mortar and 15 bricks in the back of a Mercedes.
There was no way a car could make it up or down that muddy trail, so we brought everything over by hand. Of course, now that the experts Chris and Mario arrived, they made short work of it.
It's not pretty, but it is sealed.
We wanted to do more, but the weather just got worse.
I mean, this has got to be the worst rain I've experienced since I moved to Europe. I mean, for real.
Yes, after 2 days of rain, we were in for a third straight. It seemed like it would never end until the next day.
Finally, a clear sky.
Angie and I started clearing out the attic from all of those smashed bricks, and I was feeling good.
I genuinely think this has potential to be the best room in the house.
But the bathroom needed more attention today, or at least what was going to be the bathroom. Now the path was dry enough for me to drive into town and pick up some wood. But it didn't quite fit in the Yugo, so we had to cut it down to size. We were going to use this wood to build a frame for the concrete foundation of the room. Of course, my neighbor Crescio helped me load up the wood in his tractor and drive it up the trail. When we reached the top, my neighbor Chris was waiting for us. This water tank needed to be moved before we could do any work, but all of the places it could go were full of debris. Luckily, some neighborhood boys came up and offered to help us clear the way. Then Crescio came up with his son-in-law Martin, and even more neighborhood boys came up to help. Chris and Martin cleared out a space for the water tank to go, and we had to lift it. Water is precious. We didn't want to empty the tank, so it took everyone to lift it and put it in place.
Rock solid.
After using teamwork to fill the tank up even more with water, I had to make another trip into town. Of course, I went to Pevex. Out of all of the brands I've worked with, this is one that I actually reached out to because I shop here so often. I pick up basically all of my tools and supplies at Pevex.
There's like a lot of stuff in here.
Basically, they have everything you need to build, furnish, or repair a house for a good price. And they wanted to give me what I needed today. They actually wanted to give me more than this, but I suggested that they split it up into 4 500 € gift cards, which I could give to my neighbors. It's a gift I know they'll appreciate.
This probably exceeds the vehicle's weight limit, but it's okay.
I drove back into town and up the trail to deliver what I got.
We're stuck.
What have you done?
I don't know.
Of course, my neighbor Igor was able to get the car unstuck.
I'm genuinely impressed.
Him and Mario were getting ready to lay that concrete foundation. I've been living without a bathroom for more than a month, and now it was time to change that.
I cut the boards too short. They needed to fit in the Yugo.
That's a problem for tomorrow.
Follow this page to see what happens next.